So this popped in my mind today. I saw a tweet by Lily talking about those, those pants that say "juicy" on the butt of them.
I remember
You know
those
what I'm
pants.
You know, it
Fuck
reminded
those
me.
pants.
It reminded me of like
Yeah.
a time I was walking, like the pizza place I live right near, the one I used to work at. I was in there,
Yeah.
and I was in line to get like a sub, and the person in front of me was like this woman in like her 60s with like fucking bright orange hair, and she had those pants on, but they just said HIV positive on them.
That's fucked.
And,
Did
like,
it,
I
was
really-
it in the sparkly cursive letters?
Yeah, like I want to know where like she got those because I haven't been able to find them online.
You wearing those? That'd be funny.
Dude, I would love to have
Searching
those.
desperately.
I,
What if they were
If
custom
you could
made?
find them.
if those were custom made, I feel like she should like not be allowed outside.
Yeah, she specifically asked for those. It's not good.
That is good.
No.
We got some differing opinions up in here.
Well, I think it's good.
I've been thinking about the picture of in Family Guy where it's like Stewie in like 30 years and he owns like a men's like warehouse suit store, but he's like really big and fat.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
wait,
I
I know what
don't.
you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Big Stew or whatever it is.
Yeah, big Stewie.
Well, the prices are fair. Or no, wait.
Yeah, I've just been thinking about that, but if someone's tweeted
Big
just like,
head, just like a price.
Yeah.
someone's like, why does he look so kind? Like I trust him.
To these Stewies.
Hey, Peter, what are you doing? Crack.
What the?
I remember one time I got really high on
That's a good
marijuana.
one.
And I watched the video where it's Peter Griffin eating the rice cake, but it like data moshes and
Oh my
he,
God.
like fucking glitches the screen, and I cried because I was so scared.
You cried.
It's shit, I would too. That shit's scary.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
It's like deconstruction of the computer.
True.
Look at dead on a rifle.
Do your best Peter Griffin rice cake impression.
Dude, I had some rice cakes and they're not bad at all. They're pretty delicious on.
It's like eating
I love rice
styrofoam.
cakes.
I like it. They're,
Fuck you.
Okay.
It is.
They're good. I
Okay.
don't expect them to be flavorful, but they're just
It's-
like
It's
Cool.
just fine.
they're like popcorn.
Yeah.
Popcorn has a taste.
Yeah.
Well, you can get they have taste in them. They have like cinnamon,
I
they
mean,
have like
butter.
cinnamon ones,
Popcorn
they have like butter ones.
Bear popcorn does not have a taste.
It
Like
doesn't.
popcorn, like
Yeah, you
they
need, like,
just got
butter.
popped. It's
Yeah, true.
just it's not.
Oh, yeah, well, I've never had bear popcorn.
I love bear popcorn.
Well,
You're
usually
right,
rice cakes have like at least a little bit salt on them. They're really good. I like
popcorn
them.
and all for it.
Popcorn's one of those foods like cereal where like I think about it and I just have like 5 bowls of it. You know, it's good. The last time like the past like 20 times I've ever had cereal was in the context of it's like 3 a.m. and I remember I have cereal and I just make like 3 bowls in a row.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
I've
it's-
eaten cereal more at like 1 in the
Yeah.
morning than I have at like 8 in the morning.
I don't have a specific fucking time for when I eat cereal. It's just whenever I want.
You know, it's weird that speaking of cereal and popcorn, it's weird how like a lot of our food is like made out of corn.
Yeah.
It's like you don't realize how much stuff has corn in it.
I hate corn.
What?
Corn!
A lot of things. This reminds me, what was it? I have a friend that lives out in a foreign country. I think they're from Croatia, and they came to the U.S. once, and they tried a bunch of American food, and literally everything they tried like made them want to vomit because of just how much like cornstarch is in American food. And it's weird how you like don't taste that when you live here long enough.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Lily, have we ever talked about the Yum boxes on here?
Nah.
On
The fuck is a yum box? Is
Yum
What?
box?
A Yum box?
You should do
that
it.
like a loot crate?
Yeah.
Is
it
that
is.
like is that like a package your mom gave you that's like your lunch, but she called it the Yum box?
Well, we get them every month. It is like a loot crate type of thing, but it's just like a box full of snacks from certain places around the world,
Yeah,
That's
And
so fucking gay.
it is.
and we eat. But Freeze
Sorry.
likes them, so he is sort of gay.
I mean,
but,
it's fun, but it's fun, but like, really, you spend money on that? I don't know.
You get a loot crate for food? Dude,
and my
fucking
mom,
meals ready to eat.
my mom likes to get like a piece of paper and fucking write down what we think of each of the little snacks.
Yeah.
Like food crate.
My
Food crate.
parents don't really. My parents don't really, or my folks don't really do that kind of thing. But the one thing they do it with, there's this thing called Misfits, and it's like once a month they'll ship you a box of like produce that's good but isn't like perfect looking, and it got rejected from like most supermarkets. So you get a lot of like vegetables and fruit for really cheap. That's just slightly weird looking, but it's good food.
Dude, loot crates are like the gamer nerd version of like Vietnam soldiers getting meals ready to eat. Like,
What about One Up Box?
Did you
dude,
ever
one up box.
did you ever know anyone with a Loot Crate subscription?
I knew several people in school with loot crate and one up box
You
subscriptions.
really did? I've never met a single person who had one of those
I
things.
knew
My friend,
one of them. I knew a friend who had like an anime loot box or whatever.
I can't. I don't know for sure. Like the main guy who I think of whenever I think of like loot crates or one up boxes, I actually don't know if he got them or not. But I went to his house multiple times, and his room was filled with like little knickknacks. That's exactly the kind of shit you'd get in like loot crate, with like fucking like Marvel, Star Wars like Funko Pops and like
Oh yeah.
like who shot first like T-shirts and shit.
It's always random garbage. It's like you get like a Walking Dead hat or like a Rick and Morty
And, like,
coffee
it-
mug and stuff.
Yeah.
Shit that doesn't fit you.
I
Yeah.
remember I was younger. I wanted to get a loot crate, but the only reason I wanted to is because they had one that was cartoon related, and it was like there was like a Stimpy in it, and I was like, "Fuck!"
There was
I
one
knew
kind
that.
of loot crate. I don't remember what it was called, but I really wanted it. It was like loot crate, but it was just like horror movie DVDs. And every month they would send you like 10 horror DVDs.
The DVD ones are cool.
Oh yeah, I remember. I don't think it's like a crate, but do you guys know the YouTuber Ashens?
Yeah.
He's really
Hello.
cool. He does this thing every once in a while where I think it's like a local place he does. Like for like $10, you get literally like 200 random DVDs, and he
Whoa.
just goes through it, and you find the most random shit. But, like sometimes you'll find like actually good shit, and then you'll find like Fred the movie.
What do you mean that is good?
Calm down.
I think the best one, the best sort of like those like pay this month money and you get something. One that I really want to try is Vinyl Me Please.
Yeah.
You know, that
yeah.
shit. Where like
No.
it's like actually good records, but it's like $50 a month. But
It-
every
yeah.
month they send you like a couple like vinyl records, and you can like choose which ones you want from like their catalog.
And it's usually like special editions or like repressings of rare ones and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool. I've never done it. Anyway, welcome back to Dead on Arrival, everybody.
I like it.
Who do we got on today?
We're here with our main cast. I'm Freezepark.
I'm
I'm low.
Park.
I am
Don't,
I am
don't do
not
this.
Do you know what's something I don't miss?
Where I come from.
What
I'm
don't you
Izzy.
miss?
I don't miss when we were doing mouth pillow fight. The one thing that pissed me off so much was whenever you guys would make the thumbnail, all of your Twitter handles would be there, but you'd put my Twitter handle as like a random like brand account or
Oh
something.
yeah.
And so like my Twitter was never connected to that at all.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Yeah, I remember
Wait,
the
we
first
still
time
go?
we had Avery on that podcast, we put his Twitter handle as like Nintendo of America or something.
That's good.
Because like whatever, you know.
It's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird
That was-
listening to Mouth Pillow Fight because Avery sounds like such a tiny little thing.
Yeah, I'm a tiny little guy.
Yeah.
No, the
Do
public
whatever
needs
you
to know.
fucking want.
Yeah, season 2, guys. Season 2. Woo!
Just like keep this bit, but just
Season
like keep censoring all of it. Just like random words too. Just like
Oh yeah,
half of it's,
yeah.
like,
Just like random
Slice it till
bleeps.
it- Just
Censor
slice it.
you just kept. No, I
Censor, censor every other.
Season
like I just said like the most heinous slur ever. Like
What the fuck, dude?
Bro,
Why did you say that?
Oh my god.
it's not my fault. Yeah. And I just something about all of your moms.
Oh
What?
my god,
Man, why do you
dude.
like this
You
today?
did what to my mom?
Yeah,
Shut
The
your
first
mouth.
fucking And we starting like this.
Wait, aren't you supposed to be dead?
Okay, but
Wayne,
aren't you supposed
to be dead?
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Wayne, are you supposed to be dead?
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Are you supposed?
Hey.
Wait, are you supposed to be dead?
Wayne, are you supposed to be
I
dead?
guess I forgot.
Oh, okay.
It happens.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh,
True.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, man.
Right one.
Welcome
It
to season
happens.
2.
Shit happens.
When this episode goes up on Wednesday, it'll be Izzy's birthday.
Whoa, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to me. Happy birthday
No.
to me.
No.
Oh my
Not your fucking birthday. Did
god.
I say it was your fucking birthday?
None of them
Yeah.
will get me a gift.
No.
Birthday to me.
Say,
Everybody, happy birthday.
What?
happy
Oh, Michael
birthday,
Jackson? I didn't know
Is
that.
that a
happy
special
birthday.
birthday wish out to
Michael Jack.
Hey.
Hey.
Michael Jackson, you shouldn't have.
Hey,
Yo, shout out Mac Bacone. He's gonna be the next
Matt.
guest on
Mark.
Mac tonight?
Hell, Matt, can we get Matt
Thank you.
tonight on the show?
Can we get
Macklemore?
I know he's a bit of a guest, but
Can we get Mac Miller on the podcast?
here we go.
Uh-huh.
Pull some strings.
I think that's gonna be a hard one to do.
Well, if we got Wayne back, it shouldn't be that hard.
my one birthday, my one birthday,
Because he's dead.
my one birth,
My one birthday.
My one birth.
My one birthday, get one free.
My one
My one
bird,
bird.
keep it a cage.
My one bird.
my one bird.
Kaye.
Me when I'm
My
in
one
PetSmart and buy one bird.
My one bird.
Go fuck yourself.
With what?
My
Fuck
one
what?
birthday wish.
Myself.
No.
How do I do that?
This podcast fucking sucks.
Hey.
My one bird.
Hey now.
You're a rock star. Get your guitar. Let's go.
This is really funny.
I can't believe we're all the most unfunny people on planet Earth.
It is
Speak for yourself.
unbelievable how funny we are.
Asshole.
Joseph, on a,
It was unbelievable how funny we are.
Joseph,
What the
on a
fuck is
scale
with
from
all
1
these
to 10, how often did you watch MLG meme compilations?
2.
The pizza
Dude,
dog.
I was showing fucking. I think Wayne went to bed. I was showing Freeze and Lily
Yeah.
fucking like MLG meme compilations on vacation.
And it has like rest in peace Harambe in the corner.
And then Lily
They
was laughing
still
at like
make
half of
those?
them.
I don't know.
Got busting laughing to all those. Lily was too.
Yeah, Lily loves that stuff.
Trust me, guys, Lily found it hilarious.
It happens. I laugh.
She loves like the
Yeah.
she loves like the Danny DeVito edits and stuff like that.
When they-
loves
when
the
they-
Denzel- she likes like the Denzel Curry water bottle flip.
Guys,
videos
we
with
can't
the
keep
I am
doing
the one
this.
When the air horns come in and they have like troll face and all the like, and then
Yeah,
there's like
something
fan,
that
and
always-
there's like
something that-
panic.
Something
Yeah.
that caught me so off guard.
It gets personal when you say that I like Danny DeVito stuff.
I was looking. I was.
I
on
am not the
YouTube.
lamest human being on planet Earth.
Whoa.
Ooh, lollipop.
Ooh,
I was.
piece of candy.
I was.
Who's again?
I was browsing the old YouTube a few months ago, and I got into a rabbit hole of watching like old like Kendrick Lamar live
Hey.
shows from like 2012.
What's the inkling doing in the background?
And a common occurrence throughout all of these.
Avery, when was the last time you got a visit from
Whoa.
the Tooth Fairy?
What's the last time you took a fucking shower, bro?
The Tooth Fairy?
day?
Tooth fairy.
The Tooth Fairy.
Hey guys, remember to draw
No, I
something
don't
for
remember.
remember to draw something for Paul
He's
Saturday.
thinking fucking
Whatever the
hard.
fuck it was.
Homer Saturday.
What the fuck?
Homer, yeah, Homer Saturday.
Or Homer Sunday.
Okay,
Oh, Saturday?
what was Avery
Can that be
saying?
our thing?
Hey,
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
remember.
Avery.
Oh, I don't want to say it now.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
Is it embarrassing?
No.
Oh, then you're
Did you draw
stupid.
something for Homer
What?
Sunday?
And I fell into the rabbit hole of like watching old like Kendrick Lamar live shows from 2012, and a common occurrence throughout all of them is 30 seconds in every song they play like the MLG horn sound, like over and over again, like
Nice.
in every song.
And it's a crowd of white people saying the N-word.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's just a normal Friday night, you know.
Bart Simpson
We call it
bouncing.
Cracker
I
Island.
just heard my
Simpson
dog.
bouncing.
Stop!
I just heard,
Why are you saying that?
What are you?
That's not a
on?
conversation.
I just heard my dog yawn. Not yawn. I just heard her.
Lobsters in motion.
Uh, uh,
Lobsters in
I just heard
motion.
my dog snore, and she sounds like she's doing the haw thing, but like 5 pitches up.
Oh.
Haw.
Oh.
Bart Simpson bouncing.
So guys, have you heard about the
Lobsters
ghosty incident?
embarrassing. Lobsters in motion. Bart Simpson bouncing.
Guys,
Stop!
if you guys,
Fuck, man.
I would. It says something, but I'd rather listen to Joe than someone
Green
else.
needle.
so guys, on the news, this the
Guys,
news
do you
time.
hear Laurel or Yanny?
That laugh.
Bart Simpson bouncing. Bart Simpson bouncing.
Lost us in ocean.
What the fuck was
Back to
that?
season 2.
Mac and cheese season 2.
Freeze, can you do me a favor and just name the title of this episode Covfefe?
No.
Freeze?
Go, Pepe.
You said it all sweet.
What?
Like a little mouse.
Like a little mouse.
Squeaking it out there.
Covfefe?
The little mouse in my wall when he wants to check in on me.
Oh, pardon me, I'm sorry.
Oh no! No, don't bring him back. He can't be here.
When we were watching Stranger Things, there was this police officer that said, "Where do you think you're going?" And we were like, "Where do you think you're going?" Oh, oops!
I gotta use
And
the
then
voice room.
No, dude, that
Like
was
this,
that
like
was-
this alternate reality where he keeps farting in his takes and stuff.
Yeah.
Can we do
Dude.
another one?
me, Freeze, Avery, and Wayne were like on vacation, and we were watching Stranger Things, and fucking that went on for so long, like that joke, and it was pissing Wayne off
Yeah.
so fucking bad, and he was turning up the volume, and fucking and then Avery eventually just opened his poop bag and like
Oh yeah, that's right.
and Wayne was like, "Can you shut the fuck up?"
I was so fucking pissed. I was trying to watch the fucking... It was the last fucking episode. I was trying to fucking pay attention, and you're like...
I gotta go to the little boy's room.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Hey, Freeze.
I was like,
Yes,
I've been stuck on this. What the fuck is Bart Simpson bouncing?
it's this video on Instagram. It's like a choir, and it's one of those things where it's like it can sound like 8 different sentences, you know?
Yeah, but one of
Oh.
them was One of them is Bart Simpson bouncing, and that one's my favorite.
Yeah, it's like the video. It's
No,
like
no,
it's
no.
like which of these do
Okay,
you hear?
My 2 favorites are Bart Simpson bouncing and Lobsters in Motion.
The lobsters in motion.
Lobsters in motion. I like that one.
So guys, welcome to Dead on Arrival season 2.
You
Guys,
said that like 5 fucking times.
Can I?
I'm so excited for season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here's my discussion topic. Tom or Jerry?
Tom or Jerry.
Funny. I
We'll
like.
go with Jerry.
Lily
I like
feels
the
strongly
one.
I
about
like-
this.
Okay, listen. Jerry's a hoe. All right, I fucking hate his ass. His dumb
Thank
ass.
you.
I
like-
fucking hate him.
Wait, you don't
Tom
like the
does
mouse?
nothing wrong. No, I don't like the
No,
mouse.
Izzy. She just said
Well-
thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like Jerry. Jerry's a little like fucking Weasley cunt.
That's
He
that's
always-
new. That's
He always-
new. That's
he
new
always-
for you because you always like the mice characters.
Yeah.
Tom,
He
Tom's
always
Tom's-
gets his way, and he's always a little bitch. I don't like Jerry.
Tom's
Tom, I feel bad because he's just doing his job.
Yeah, he's just a cat.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
Tom's an asshole. He keeps trying to kill the little mousey. And
Listen,
Oh, but he has
okay.
to because like the owners want him to kill him.
It is shown many times at the end of every episode that his like, or at the beginning of the episode that his owner like threatens to kick him out and not feed him if he
I
doesn't
don't
catch
think
the
that's-
mouse.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's true.
And then
It
it
is
happens
true.
at the end of the episode. She fucking throws him out
I think
or
you're
beats
making
him with
that
a
up.
broom.
Yeah,
That's animal
What?
abuse. You know what? Fuck that bitch. Oh my god.
and they always have different owners.
Yeah, well, that owner was shit, bro. What the hell? He's just a cat.
Wait, you know what? I like to
mess with
think.
your cats all the time.
I like to think that Tom gets kicked out of every owner, like after an episode, and like he has to go find a new one. That's why he has different owners all the time. But
Lily,
Jerry, being a bitch, just follows him to make
Lily, do you
havoc.
remember that Discord call where you had like a golf club and your cat was right on the floor, so you just decided to slam the golf club right near the cat's head to scare him?
And then I
remember that,
killed
Lily?
it, and then I went to jail.
You remember doing that? Lily?
I remember when everyone called the cops on me, and I was like screaming and crying, and the policeman actually this part sucked. I was at the fucking interrogation table, and the policeman's like, "Where do you think you're going?"
Oh no, just like the real life.
I like you said
I like. Yeah.
This morning, here's like a legit story I'm not making up. This morning I was really thirsty, and I really kind of didn't want to go
Sorry,
over.
water.
I didn't want to go to the sink and get some water and drink it. So what I did was I opened up my fridge and I got a cold can of Sprite, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna like chug this can of Sprite. And about 3 seconds into it, my body started like rejecting it, and I felt like I was having like a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. That's what happens when you chug Sprite. What the fuck?
Like my chest was like spasming, and I thought I was like gonna die. It was crazy.
That's a good way to go out.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Like that woke me up instantly.
You're just like.
I was grabbing a hold of my chest like it was the end of my life.
How would you feel? How would you feel if you were choking? How would you feel if you were choking and then all of a sudden you started
Dude,
doing
my
a
chest
Sparta
was going
remix?
What?
What, Joe?
I said, how would you feel if you were choking and then all of a sudden, while you're choking, you did a Sparta remix? How would you feel?
Sparta remix? I never understood the Sparta remixes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos ever is this kid, and he's like doing a Sparta remix just with his mouth. It's fucking funny. He's just like,
If I could like go up to God and be like, and he was like, you could have one internet video that's like lost media, and you can have it forever. It would be like the hour-long stream of you and Ian Saldivar watching like in G minor videos and like Spartacus remix.
Dude, those are
You know what I'm
still
talking
up.
about?
They're private,
If I had-
but I got them.
Yo.
Those were my favorite videos ever.
If I were able to get the same question, I would ask for the one episode of Ragtag's podcast where it was you and fucking I forgot who else was on it, but all you did was I Spy jokes and it pissed him off.
Yeah, we did
That
this.
was the
We did.
funniest fucking thing.
We did this joke where it was like, what if there was an I Spy movie called I Spy, and then the sequel was called I Spy with My Little Eye?
And then there was I Spy before the Spy.
Yeah, we kept laughing at it and repeating it, and he was like, God, shut up! It's not funny! And that just made it funnier.
He was audibly getting fucking frustrated. It was really funny.
Yeah, that's so good. I wish that was still up.
Freeze.
What?
As people, both hosts and listeners may know, we were in elementary school together.
Yes.
Do you remember 5th grade field trip to Biztown?
Very much so, yeah.
Do you remember when your job was to be the news anchor and all you did was like fake magic tricks?
Yes. Yeah,
Where you would do like the thing where your fingers were connected like rings. You put them behind your head and you pull them back out and they were disconnected. again.
the SpongeBob joke. I also did the thing where I made it seem like the pencil was going up my chin, and then I'd stick it out of my ear, you know? Do you guys know what
That's so
Biztown
cool.
is?
This
No.
sounds great.
No.
But it was kind of like our equivalent to Career Day almost, where we took a test, I think, and then we got jobs based on that. But it wasn't like we
And
went
then-
to McDonald's. It was like there was an actual like place just for that.
Yeah. So
but
like there was like the whole facility area where it's all indoors, but it's like a mini town. Like here's a mini Bank of America, here's a mini McDonald's,
Yeah,
and then
Right.
the kids would just work jobs
yeah.
and get the money.
And I got news anchor.
I fucking remember my time there. Like I was a bank teller or something, and I remember like I was doing fine until I fucked up one guy's thing, and I accidentally gave him like $1 million, and I started crying.
My favorite thing
Yeah.
ever was we had a kid in our class who was a bank teller, but he was like number illiterate, so like the teachers all had to like help him out with his job all the time.
My job was great because every other room had a TV. so everyone could see what I was doing. But it kind of sucked because the script they just like gave me a script and like say it to the camera, but it was like 4 sentences, so I was done in fucking 5 seconds. So I just had to like improvise. So I just did like little
Damn.
finger magic tricks. It's cool.
That's funny. I didn't
Dude,
know
we should-
that.
we
I
should
didn't
all
know.
go-
I didn't
we should
know.
all try and go to BizTown like right now as adults.
I
That'd
didn't
be
know
fun.
career day. I didn't know career day was like a real thing people did because I never did it. I thought it was the thing from Invader Zim.
Yeah, that's the only thing we did that was close to that.
I did career day, sort of, except it's just like we would go to like the gym and sit down, and then a bunch of actual like firefighters or like etc. just would just like do a presentation in front of us.
Boring.
And that was it. I know.
Oh, well, there was that like what did they call it? The fucking day every year where some random people would come in and be like, "This is my job."
Yeah.
I guess yeah,
remember
what you're
that.
talking about.
Dude,
Yeah.
every time that happened, without a doubt, I've had that happened. Like, do you know what I'm about to say?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to think if you've said it on the podcast before.
Every time that happened, this happened like 5 times while I was in school. Every time there would be a veteran,
Yeah.
and all the time a kid would ask, "Have you ever shot and killed anyone?" And like the veteran would like go like full PTSD in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
Poor guy.
And the teachers would be like, pull them aside and be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh my god.
It sucks.
So
Christ alive.
That's so bad, but like if you're gonna go to like a school with like little like 6-year-olds, they're obviously gonna ask that.
Yeah. Because what else are they gonna fucking ask?
yeah, like,
What medals have you gotten?
Yeah. I don't fucking care.
What's your favorite character in Mario
where have
Kart?
you toured?
Who's your main in Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Did you shoot a big gun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
I did actually.
Did you ever kill someone?
Unfortunately, I
Have you
haven't.
ever-
Did you ever see did you ever make friends with any of like your buddy soldiers and then you saw them like get shot in the head?
Oh god!
You know what? I did actually see like Avery just asking those.
Does it really
Did you ask the questions?
does it like make you scared when I do this and you like pop it like a bag of chips in the middle of the
God.
Dude, we used to do that in middle school. There was this alleyway to the buses that was like pitch black and it had a lot of echo, and we would go in there and scream ISIS and then like pop a bag of chips.
one time during one of those career day things, a girl had like 2 metal like bottles and she just kept like fucking clanging them together to make gunshot noise.
That's fucked up.
Jesus.
Where was that coming from?
This reminds me of a podcast I listened to where the guy was like, yeah, we would do this thing where you would get a bunch of like, those like fake guns and they have the caps and when you pull it, it makes like a fake gunshot sound, but it's not like real bullets, it's like
Yeah.
little caps. You get like a shit ton of those and put them under a bin and you just hit it with like a baseball bat so it sounds really fucking loud. And you do that right as cars pass, so I think there's gunshots and they like swerve out of the way.
That's so fucked. That sucks.
Funny though.
I used to throw toilet paper at cars.
Yeah.
Because I used to live right next to a highway, and when
Yeah.
cars are going that fast, they can't exactly like stop and come back and give you a fucking talking to. So whenever my parents weren't home, I'd just like, throw toilet paper. You know how people like TP a house where they just grab on and like they throw the roll?
Yeah.
You TP
I would
cars?
do that. I would do that to like cars like on their windshield, so their windshields would get obstructed.
Oh.
A nice,
It causes,
safe
like,
prank.
an accident. It causes a mass accident.
Gotcha.
Have you ever like hurt a kid in school?
I was gonna say,
What?
Have you ever
Wait, I haven't-
been in school and like you like, oh man, this kid's like a real asshole to me. I'm just gonna like punch him in the face. Or
Oh,
something,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And, and you like expect not to get in trouble, but you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have,
you're always
I have a really funny story about this. So I had something that was like almost exactly that. And when I was in elementary school, there's this kid. I forget what we were arguing about. I think it was like Beyblades or something, and we were arguing about that. And we just would not shut the fuck up. So in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this kid. I'm gonna reach out and close his lips shut like a cartoon character. And and he screamed and cried, and I got sent home.
What the
Dude, one time
Sent home.
I used to be bullied by this one girl in science class, and like in science class, we all had to like get up as a class like at one time and go get our books. And like she was like sort of like kneeling over to get her book, and I took mine and I just like slammed it into her eyes,
Oh
Whoa.
my god.
Oh my god.
and she started like screaming. She's like, ah, ah, ah. And I just like sat back down
Oh my
and started reading my
God.
little book.
And then she started screaming. What a funny memory.
The good old days.
I would do it anyway. She sucked. She deserved it.
I have a memory of
Yeah, they
punching
did.
someone in the face, but I can't remember why I did it. So there's my story.
I think I got into a schoolyard fight because some kid called me Gavery.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very on brand.
Yeah.
I've never gotten into a fight, but I did take a fucking punch once because I think fucking what was it? It was like from a friend, but like it was just like out of nowhere, and like I think we were arguing about something stupid like fucking Deadpool versus Spider-Man. I think Freeze. It was him. It was that guy.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
fucking Kai.
Yeah.
I think we were arguing like midway through like my argument, like he just fucking slugged me, and like I took a second to like take it in, then I just kept talking.
I was actually just thinking of Kai. He was just someone we knew in middle school. When we were talking about the fucking throwing the toilet paper on the cars, I remember once we hung out with him, like the one time we hung out with him, and he was like, "Watch this, guys." And he just stood in the middle of the road while a car was coming,
Oh my god.
and like wouldn't,
guys,
and like
watch this.
he wouldn't go. He would just keep standing there. And this car came. This car who was like going to hit him if they didn't like stop themselves. They pulled over and was like, "You think that's funny? I'm gonna go tell the cops." And he turned around and drove the other way, and we were like, "Shit! What did you just get us into?"
I'm gonna do that next time.
And we like ran all the way home so the cops couldn't find us. That kid was
Oh my
stupid.
God. That's so funny.
He would
That's funny.
in middle school. He'd always like wear like legit Spider-Man costumes sometimes just to school. And I remember me and Garrett actually we took his Spider-Man mask and like hid it behind something or somewhere in the classroom. And he was like, "I know you fuckers did it!" And he grabbed my book bag and he threw it across the room and like slapped me across the face. And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck did I do? You don't even know that I did that." And he was like, "You know what? This is why your parents are divorced. My parents aren't divorced."
This
Shit, bro.
This is
why your
why
parents are divorced.
Yeah,
That's
It's a lie.
crazy.
It's a flat out fucking lie.
yeah. He said it like for the whole class. It was so stupid.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Dude, my school nemesis used to be in the 4th grade. It was this guy named this kid named
Nemesis?
Bakir.
Nemesis.
I think he was like from like Israel, but he like looked and sounded exactly like Shirag Gupta. Like
Yeah.
exactly.
What'd you do?
And he
Poor little
he
dude.
would no, he was an asshole. He would bully me. He would always
A burp.
Blow you?
he would do that shit where he would call me ugly, and when my teacher was like, "Hey, now," he'd be like, "What? I'm just telling the truth."
Oh my
And
god.
then the whole class applauses.
But one time, I got so sick of his shit, I started like just pinching him on at recess, and it just evolved into us. You know, in like Don't Be Kid, where they have like the fight, but like they don't want to fight. They're just like sort of circling.
Right.
around each other.
Yeah.
I did that for like all of recess with him.
Here's my question for the podcast. You ever throw something out of a moving car when you were a child and you're like, "Damn, I lost that," and you cried?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh,
I always had.
Like
I've
many
always
stuffed
had a
animals.
constant. I've had a constant fear that just
Yeah.
in my like, my being me and being impulsive and being stupid, I would throw something out, just like not even thinking about it, and then I'd be sad forever.
I actually did do that. I had like a Clifford the Big Red Dog toy, and I just threw it out the window.
What?
And then when
Why
I
did
and then,
you do
I
that?
did
and then when I
I
did
did
that, I
that
was like,
twice.
"Why did I do that?"
I did that twice. One was with the Scooby Doo pillow, and the other time was with the Timon and Pumbaa figure.
I was on a field trip to
That's
like
fucked.
the Tampa Bay Aquarium one time I want to say this was like 3rd or 4th grade. But this little fucking this kid, this bitch in my class, she looked like the Dirty Bubble, but she was
What?
Bro.
Wait.
Good.
I just want to hear. Can you elaborate how? What facial features do you need to look like that?
She was,
Yeah, she had a jagged mouth and like rings around her eyes.
she was like really fat and she would always smell bad. And like even though she was like in elementary school, she would have like really dark eyeliner on.
Oh yeah.
Right.
She just
Okay.
reminded me of the Dirty Bubble.
Oh, so the Dirty Bubble was born.
Dirty Bubble.
That's funny.
But she had like the silly bands that were like animals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She would do this thing where she would be like, "What's this?" and she would like slingshot them out the window.
What?
And I don't know what went through her head because once she like got rid of all of them, she realized that she was never getting those back.
What a
And
dumbass!
she started like punching like the seat in front of her.
Damn it!
Fuck.
How did that not click earlier?
She really did look like the Dirty Bubble.
Yeah.
That's the funniest description I've ever heard.
That, and I remember when you said you knew a girl that her head shape was like the boomerang logo.
You know what I mean?
Right, that's really good.
Yeah.
The side profile looks like
It's like a really large chin, like a big forehead.
another kid that always pops into my mind a lot. It was this kid. I wasn't in any classes with him. I never knew his name. I would just see him like in the lunch line. But he was like this kid who would act like really fruity, like really fruity. Like you know the video of like the baby on the floor and she like flails her legs around and that's how she like moves. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
No.
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 Freeze, do you really know what I'm talking about?
I'm pretty sure.
Like find it. Like, but it's like she moves so like gracefully, and he did that all the time. He would like over exaggerate all of his movements, and he would walk like he was like in slow motion and shit.
Hmm.
And he had awful posture, and he always wore like black like silk like outfits, like a sweatshirt, like sweatpants. It was all made of silk.
And his name was Fabio.
Whoa.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Fabio.
I'm pretty, his name was something like Giovanni or something.
Back to Giovanni.
And his name was Fabio.
Has to be.
I found the video I was thinking of. Can you just put this on the screen in the middle?
Yeah, sure.
You won't remember to do it.
Oh, this is not what I was thinking of. But I see it now. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean he was like this?
He would move like he wouldn't like drop on his ass and transport himself like this.
What?
Like, he would like move his limbs like this.
The fuck is this
Like when he was talking, his arms would be like that.
Was that in middle school?
That was in a high school.
Oh, what the hell? I missed out on this.
His arms would be like baby doing disturbing floor shuffle vids.
Okay, tell me why there's like a 5-minute compilation of top funny baby scooting.
Can it
Yo.
be that funny?
I know my next binge watch.
Disturbing floor shuffle.
Disturbing. Why would he
What the
do
fuck?
this?
People should just
What was
throw
he
the children.
cooking?
Everything's on sale at Best Buy.
Everything's on sale?
Everything, not just some things, everything.
I'd love a new stereo.
Television. Refrigerator.
Fax machine.
Computers,
I would definitely get some music.
disc changer,
Kitchen appliances.
Speakers.
Video camera.
This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, everything's on sale at Best Buy. Plus, make no payments for 6 months on everything. Now, what would you call a sale like this?
the complete kit and caboodle.
It's everything you have.
The Everything on Sale store.
That'll get me. I would love another TV in the house.
No, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free. Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too. This free Sonic 2 is a $54.99 value. You get 2 Sonics for the price of 1. Sonic 2 fits easily into any tackle box. Made from a space-age polymer plastic for years of family fun. And pets love it too. Buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1 and get Sonic 2 free. Act now. Wiener Dog Sweater sold separately.
What was he?
Do you guys remember your introduction to Chris Chan?
Yes.
I do, yeah.
I remember the
I
first
think-
related thing I saw.
I think it might be the same as you, Avery.
Mine, I didn't realize this until years later, but I did see that Christian video that was on Tosh.0. But that was like an isolated incident. And then years later, I saw the video in high school. It was him. He's really mad at the camera, and he just punches the camera, and the phone falls down.
I love that video.
I remember long ago, I saw the first thing I saw relating to that was what was it, Christian and the Hedgehog Boys? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cover.
I think that may have been my first time too. Just that photo.
Mine
Everyone
was
remembers their first time.
mine was definitely the Sonic Boom thing at GameStop.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, okay.
Don't call anybody.
Yeah.
That exactly was it.
Yeah.
The Sonic Boom, where because like Sonic's arms were blue.
Yeah.
I watched that video like 20 times before I realized that like the fat woman was Christian.
I remember
You
we
think-
watched it
you
at the
think-
public library.
What?
Great
Nice.
video.
That was the first time I saw it.
Whenever
Do you
I
think
about
Christian was livid at the movie?
I want you guys to tell me if you guys have ever seen this video. I know Freeze has. He's shown it to me. What is this video of this guy just spinning in his desk chair to like Star Fox music for like 3
No.
minutes, and then at the end he goes, "How do you guys like my spinning? It was really wild."
Yeah.
What?
The video after.
That's like an obscure
I love
video I
that.
found. It's like this really
And I-
big. It's like this really fat guy, and his webcam looks like he came all over it.
Ooh.
And he's.
I want to see this video now.
I can probably pull it up.
So that was the deciding factor.
You with the cam?
It's him just spinning in his chair to the slot machine music in Star Fox Super Nintendo. It's just I don't know. When I watch it, it leaves me into a trance. I definitely have it saved. Hold on, but someone talk
I
while
love-
they find it.
How do you like my spinning?
It was really wild.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that video in like 6 years, and I bet like $100 that's exactly what he says at the end.
Oh yeah, it
You guys
is.
like
Yeah.
my spinning? It was really wild.
Yeah. That is what he says. Also, I just found it.
Thank
Oh my god.
It's a
You gotta,
re-upload,
put,
but
you gotta put this on the podcast too.
yeah, I'll make it the visuals.
For some reason, this is becoming different.
True.
The Mario statue.
Why he has like an Earthbound filter over his webcam.
Yeah, it's really bad. I don't know who this guy even is.
Well, how old is this
His
video?
last name's like Campbell, I believe.
This is from
Or no,
well,
his name is Campbell Morton.
this upload is from 2015, but I don't know how old it really is.
What a guy.
This is such.
Well,
This is like a top 10 YouTube video. Like,
Yeah, it's classic. For me, anyway.
I need
How
this
many-
guy to like have like a social media presence.
On a new topic, how many people do you think are like, oh fuck, I love Fillmore?
The Disney
What?
show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Doesn't Tyler? Doesn't
What?
Tyler? the Creator look come on?
Berlizzi has yet to fucking talk about it on Easy Tunes. On his little intro.
Magical Lily watches Easy Tunes.
Should we talk
Hell
about
yeah.
guilty pleasures?
What's
Yeah.
easy?
Alright.
Wait, what is Easy Tunes? Is that like a
Do you-
review thing?
do you remember-
Berlizzi.
Do you remember Burleezy?
What's Burleezy?
He was that dude who would he would like riff over like the Ed, Edd and Eddy intro and stuff. Ed, Edd and Eddy Exposed, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Think
I
like
think so.
yeah, think like 6 years ago.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he does like full cartoon episodes. It's funny.
Whoa.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I
Like,
believe
it's
it.
just genuinely funny.
But anyway, guilty pleasures. We were talking about this before we started the podcast, but didn't get too much into it.
Yeah. Who wants to start?
I
What's your
guess
guilty pleasure?
I have some guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
One is it's kind of like a movie. It's like a VHS tape. I used to watch a lot as a little kid. It's called Newton in a Bottle. It's like shit that they played for like babies to like make them like just like look at the screen basically. But it has like really weird like early 2000s CGI. Like you know the shit where it's just like a Lou Gehrig's machine, but it's like in the middle of like a black void.
Yeah.
It's like super eerie. Like the whole movie's like that. And I always have it on in the background like with the sound off.
Is that the one with the
it's-
cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And people always try convincing me this is a guilty pleasure, but I'm just on like the side that this is like a great TV show. I watch Roseanne a lot,
Oh
like
yeah,
a lot.
you do like Roseanne, yeah.
I love the Roseanne show.
I just, I don't like Roseanne herself.
She's probably like the worst part of the show. I just love John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman's cool.
Whenever he plays like a quirky little dad archetype, it's like an instant watch for me.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the side where I don't think I have guilty pleasures, as in I don't like that term. I don't feel guilty about anything. But
I don't really either.
I know if I said, which is the truth, that I really love Rap Boy Genius, most people would be like, "What?" But I do.
See, that's the one thing where that's the one.
You
thing
love Rap Boy Genius?
I
that's
love
just
Rap
so
Boy Genius.
genuine. That's so genuinely good to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's guilty because I can't actually like find something people would have like a problem with Rap Boy Genius.
Yeah, Rap
No.
Boy Genius is cool. It just doesn't seem like something you would like.
It's like outsider like videos. Like
Yeah.
those outsider music.
It's just like turn my brain off type videos.
I love all of his videos are so surreal, but he has like an actual like talent for like composing.
He
It's
does,
the
yeah.
opposite for me. Whenever I watch Rap Boy Genius, I am like 100% focused, trying to figure out what all is going on. You know?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a really big story. Which, that and the fact that he's a really good composer are the two things that lured me in.
I love it when he did the Minecraft stuff, like in the Flood and Rap Boy Genius streams Minecraft, because he does like a lot of really creative ways to get shots.
Yeah.
Like one that I remember a lot in the Flood was he wanted like the boat that's just made out of Minecraft blocks to float across the ocean, and to do that he went into like creative mode and zoomed out and just like flew past the boat so it looked like the boat was moving and not him. And I just think that's genius. That's great.
Yeah, he's cool. That's my guilty pleasure, I guess. Other than
I wouldn't
that,
even say that's guilty. Rap Boy Genius is cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have guilty pleasures because I feel like most things that I like, I think I'm pretty open with the fact I like weird shit.
Mhm.
I don't really have a lot of stuff to hide. I guess, I don't know. I guess guilty pleasures for me would be more things like things I like that other people I know probably would not like at all.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say to
like,
open up the
I kinda-
question a bit more. What's something that you like that people probably don't get?
I think the one I always think to mind is like just in general outsider music. Like I feel like a lot of people can appreciate like Daniel Johnson, but when it gets to the point of like Wesley Willis and like the Shags,
The Shags,
and,
yeah.
I love Wesley Willis.
Wesley Willis is. I was talking to Em about this, like the Rock and Roll McDonald song, where it starts up with that fucking dun 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 dun, dun the instrumental. How it's just like the Casio demo sound, and if you listen to enough Wesley Willis, you just hear it again.
It's
A lot of his
just the same exact Casio demo, but like pitched differently.
Yeah.
Wesley Willis is like unironically a genius. He's
I think
awesome.
he's great.
Yeah.
I think he's great. I like the fucking Fair Abraham album.
Yeah, yeah.
The My Teenage Dream Ended, like the pop shit. That's
Yeah.
great.
That and the Shags, I
love-
listen to those.
The one out of that whole group that I think is the most guiltiest pleasure to me is Corey Feldman's Angelic to the Core. I listen to that album so frequently. I listen to that record so much.
It's just funny.
It's insane. It's so great.
It's like you listen to it to wonder, how do you go this wrong? And each listen, you get more answers.
It's so good.
I'm trying to think because there really isn't shit I like hide that like things I like.
Yeah.
That people
Yeah,
do.
the close-
I guess
I'm
like,
usually vocal about the things I like.
I guess the two things that I could think of that are close but not really. I like Neil Cicerega and Lemon Demon stuff, but most people probably do not.
Well, I love
here.
Lemon Demon.
Everyone loves Lemon Demon.
Yeah, who
I
doesn't
like him.
love
I thought
Lemon
you
He's
fucking
alright.
hated it.
No,
thought
I
you fucking
do.
hated it.
I hate it, but
I really love Neil Cicerega's like Mouth Sounds album.
people fucking
Yeah.
love Neil Cicerega. But I can't stand his music. Maybe
It's pretty good.
I
I
lured you in
use,
the
I
wrong
use one of his
direction.
songs.
I will
I
say,
use,
I think Neil is a little pretentious when he's in like interviews and podcasts and stuff. But I like his music. I don't like mouth sounds though, or like mouth moods or whatever.
I love that. That's my favorite stuff by him.
I love his mashups. Yeah, I
I
use
could
one of
care
his
less
songs
about
as an intro for one of my shows.
Other thing I can think of is that I genuinely think the Jimmy Neutron movie is like a great movie.
Yeah, I do too.
Like I love that movie, but I don't know. It's just kind of like a normal kids movie.
Hmm.
Oh, guilty pleasure. Let me
I don't
sneak
know.
a series of unfortunate events.
Oh yeah,
No,
now
wait.
we're talking.
No, freeze. Wait, unpack that. Why it's not?
Well, who doesn't like the Jimmy Neutron movie?
Oh, I don't know, but
I got you at the end when you said it's just a kids movie.
Because the thing is, like, how
'Cause it
many
is.
people do you think in real life would be like, oh, that's one of my favorite movies, the Jimmy Neutron movie?
Yeah, I got you at the end. Yeah.
Well, it was.
Okay.
I love it a lot because first of all, I just think it's a good movie. Second, that and the SpongeBob movie were my first ever introductions to like Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So it's just a good thought to have.
We were talking about guilty pleasures, and I don't have those much because for one thing, I don't enjoy like media much. Like
Saboka,
I
you
don't
literally
consume
like
much of it.
Donkey Kong 64, Saboka.
Shut up.
Donkey Kong
but
64 is cool.
I've never played it.
Saboka, you really surprised me when you said you just really like didn't like or didn't play Banjo, because would have thought that's like your favorite fucking thing ever.
It's a nice game, but I never finished it, and I just like the music
It's
separately.
just the music.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was getting at, the one thing I came to mind with guilty pleasures was I don't feel bad about enjoying them, but I feel weird mentioning the fact that I play and enjoy games just because I get the feeling that whenever I mention that, people will just think I'd find the character hot.
Shantae.
Wait, what?
The Shantae games, Joe.
But Shantae's good.
Yeah, you're
It
fine.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like the Shantae
I'm not.
games.
Yeah, no,
But
they're good.
There are
good
people
music,
like that
but-
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Animator 320 was one of them.
Yeah.
He fucking loved Shantae. But I remember I asked him, "What kind of games do you like, bud?" And he said, "Oh, the only game I've ever played is Pac-Man."
Yo,
That cannot be
I
real.
love
I was like,
that.
"What?"
Okay.
And, he was,
I guess something.
yeah.
Pac-Man.
And I was like, "What, like
Wait, hold on
Pac-Man
a
World
minute.
2 or something?" And he was like, "No, the original arcade Pac-Man. That's all I played."
Wait. What do you mean? That's the only video
What
game
the
he's
hell?
ever
Wait,
played?
wait, I remember this. You should specify that it doesn't even play like the arcade version. He plays like the Flash knockoff version of
Oh
Pac-Man.
yeah. And I was like, "Well, you live in a house. Like, do you have any like game consoles over the years?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we have a Wii, but I never played it."
What the fuck?
What the hell's with that?
He's only
Huh.
ever played Pac-Man?
That's what he said.
Crazy.
Now,
What a
Animator
gamer.
20, if you're out there, if you want to defend yourself, we're giving you the option.
Yeah, because what the fuck?
No, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, he's yeah.
How about fucking when he was gonna do the like cartoon or the fucking web animation like tribute thing, and he
Yeah.
just wasn't gonna put in Homestar Runner until last minute.
What?
I had to tell him what Homestar Runner was.
What?
He was coming up with that crossover, and he had this huge list of shit. And it was so many things that like have like 2 episodes and were canceled 5 years ago. And I was like, bro, where's Homestar Runner? Where's like Happy Tree Friends? It was annoying.
You know what's another guilty pleasure? I'm sorry, I went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what's another guilty
Right.
pleasure? Zombie College.
Is
No.
that
Wait, really for you?
Is that genuine?
Dude, I watch Zombie College all the time. Not gonna lie to you.
I will tell you what.
Zombie College.
When I first watched Zombie College, I thought it was pretty good. Now I don't.
Yeah, why did it become a joke?
I don't know.
They have fucking like John DiMaggio.
It's too long ago.
Yeah.
The whole cast of Futurama is in that show.
I was trying to remember if John DiMaggio was in that.
He is.
Billy West is there?
He's there. Billy West is there. The lady who
Damn.
voices Leela is in the show.
Whoa.
Swear to God. And
damn.
I think the voice of Tommy Pickles is in there as well. It's weird.
Credited as Tommy Pickles.
Yeah.
This isn't a guilty pleasure more than it's just like, how do I explain this? It's not really like a guilty pleasure, but I kind of feel bad about liking the Parappa games, mostly because I love them and they inspired a lot of stuff for me, but I feel guilty because not only not only do I'm not like into it as I used to, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's like your favorite thing," and I was like, but also at the same time, like when I was like really into the games, that's how and like most people I met who also like the games were like the worst people I've ever met ever. They were like really
Damn.
depraved. They were really depraved, like porn obsessed people, or just like weirdos. I feel really bad about that. I still enjoy the games, but not. I don't really play them anymore. I just kind of like, oh, that's cool.
Honestly, I never liked the fucking Parappa games. I always thought they were really bad. I love the character. I think the characters are great. All that is great, but I thought the gameplay was horrible.
I've never played it, but
Mainly
I
the
always
first one.
like the music and then the animation.
Yeah.
Well, they're really flat. Also, I like the anime. Anime's pretty good.
I just thought it was really unique.
I love the theme song for the anime.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
Tia.
that's so cool.
So good.
I just thought the style was so unique, and I didn't really see anything like it at the time. And it was really like, I don't know. I like the characters and stuff a lot, but I don't know. I'm not as into it as I used to be.
I'm usually like with shows, if something looks cool, then I'll just watch it, whatever. But I can't do that with a game. The gameplay has to be good, or else whatever else I thought was cool about it is just down the drain.
I think the best gameplay wise is Parappa 2, but they are all kind of like,
Also,
I don't know, it's not like a pick up and play game.
I will say that I don't love the characters as much as I used to, because I'm just sick of all these artists' really boring interpretations of them. Like, they all draw in the same fucking style. And it's not like it's the game style, it's the repetitive Twitter style.
This is reminding me about how I feel about like Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim too. I can't get into it anymore.
I used to really love Scott Pilgrim. I read the whole book, the whole series, the whole comics. I watched the movie a bunch of times, and now I just kind of can't stand it.
The movie's one of those things where I've watched so many times, it's just not interesting to me anymore.
Well, I just kind of, now that I really think about it, I kind of can't stand like every character.
Yeah, I had a whole thread about this. My thing with the movie is every time I watch it, I like it less.
Yeah.
Not even. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like a lot of things about. I don't like the humor in it. I don't like what he did with the story. Really.
Amazing soundtrack, though.
I don't think I've even seen the movie.
And then I don't know the books I haven't reread in a long time, but I'm sick of the characters and everyone talking about it.
I'm really sick of the characters. I fucking I love the art style, but like I don't know. The more I just read it or watch it, they're just more and more unbearable every time.
I'm sick of people missing the point. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think I've ever even seen the movie. Is it worth watching?
Yeah.
I mean,
really
for sure. But
as a movie, it's directed really nicely.
Yeah.
I think it's a good movie. It's just that as someone who's seen it a bunch, I kind of can't stand it anymore. But I'm not gonna say like
fun movie.
All
you
the
shouldn't
actors are
give
really
it
good. I think Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim is like a great choice.
Yeah.
I think that works perfect. Amazing soundtrack, you know.
But
I think its flaws lie within like the more you watch it, as you said, like the more flaws you can see.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing about how all the characters just kind of really suck. All the characters suck, and you know that's fine. But I don't think like the actual material makes that apparent enough.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like they suck, but they're not telling you that.
Yeah.
Like you're just
and
like, wow, these
people really
suck.
do miss the point, and they're all like, "Ugh, I'm so this character." It's like that's not a good thing to say.
That's what I was getting at. Like,
if you relate to Scott Pilgrim, that's not a good thing.
Or Ramona Flowers, that's not a good thing either.
Yeah, that too.
And that's the one I see all the time.
Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim are like really terrible people, and it's kind of like if you really pay attention, it's really obvious if you like pay attention to it more. But a lot of people just kind of don't see that.
It's embarrassing.
And
it starts with the whole series starts with Scott dating a high schooler.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen the movie, but I read the books, and I was like immediately like,
Yeah,
he's like 23.
And that's something I don't like about how the movie is. easily the most popular thing of the series. Because, like
Yeah.
Avery said, I mean, the characters, you're supposed to not like them. You're supposed to, like, think they're horrible. But the movie is really not good at selling that. The books are
Yeah,
a bit better, but it's still really easy to miss it.
the books are a bit better, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't read them as much as like I watched the movie, but I don't know.
Because, yeah, like, one of his first lines is, yeah, I'm 23, I'm dating a 17-year-old. And
That's
then,
Yeah,
the
Scott
first
Pilgrim
the
is dating a
actual,
high schooler. Is
Yeah.
what it
yeah, that's
says.
the first actual line.
and then the rest of the movie, and even the books, is like, oh yeah, Scott, good job, you had to defeat the 7 evil X's. No.
Percy.
Exactly.
Percy was not a character.
No, my dog hopped up on me. I'm sorry.
It was also weird how like in the I hate that in both like I absolutely hate that in both the books and in the movie Scott and Ramona stay together like in a relationship.
Oh yeah, that sucks
Like
too.
I think that's awful and I don't really know why they thought that was a good idea. Like I think they both suck complete ass at relationships like terribly and they should just like figure themselves out. And that was something that always bugs me.
On the topic
I guess
of
we'll have to
movies,
see. We'll have to see how the TV show does it.
on the topic of movies, this is a story that's been developing for quite a while, and I think it's so interesting. So some of you may know, you guys know the actor Ezra Miller.
Yes.
You know, he was like the Flash in the Justice League movie. He was in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
Bro has been like wreaking havoc in Hawaii. Most recently, he has basically kidnapped an 18-year-old girl and is now just on the run.
Yeah.
And the police are like trying to find him, and like they have no idea where he is.
Well, he's the Flash. They'll never catch him.
Good luck catching him, idiots.
We do not support or condone his actions. We do not support or condone.
I do.
Yeah.
Wait, so like, why?
Go Ezra.
Avery doesn't speak for the rest of
That should be obvious. Wait.
So why do we? I mean, not why do we? Why does he? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing all that?
Why are they?
Why
They go by they them, Joseph.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got the Flash's pronouns wrong.
I don't know. This is like honestly, it's like it's kind of just been developing. Like first reports was like he like punched someone at karaoke because he was like a drunk asshole, which is like okay, celebrities do that sometimes. But then it just got like worse and worse. Like each time he got bailed out, he would like just attack random like Hawaiian citizens. And now it's just evolved to the point where I guess he has the thing is, I guess he like groomed like an 18-year-old person. He has like full control over like their social media. They don't have a phone. Like they're completely like in control of them, and he basically just like kidnapped them. And the teen's parents were gonna like serve him with like a restraining order, and the police were like, "Yeah, we can't find him. Like, they have no idea where he is."
God. Why are so many people in Hollywood fucking creeps? Is it just so hard to like be normal?
And Justice League, really? What a horrible movie.
Yeah,
Just saying.
dude, I would go out to take if I was the Flash and Justice League, the worst superhero in the worst movie ever.
Well, no, why did you, wait, guys, why did you think he went insane in the first place?
Say what you will about like Aquaman, that movie made bank, man. Like
people do like that Aquaman movie. I've never seen it.
I think Aquaman could be cool.
Flash, dude.
The Flash or like Green Lantern.
Dude, the Green Lantern. That's like the lamest superhero of all time.
I know.
The Flash
They
and
tried
the
so
Green
hard
Lantern.
to make him a thing.
Dude, they really pushed the Green Lantern. They gave him like a whole show on Cartoon Network.
Yeah. The
Poor
movie,
motherfucker.
that stupid ass Six Flags ride.
God, you guys remember the Batman ride where the guy got decapitated?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that?
No.
Back
That
in like
movie?
the 2000s, the Batman ride at Six Flags. Some guy was riding on it. His hat flew off. He was like, "Oh shucks!" And so when he got off the ride, he like jumped
Right,
through,
yeah.
like the security fences. They were like, "Do not go in this area. Like this is where the roller coasters like fly down." And he went in to get his hat, and while he was doing that, one of like the carts flew by, and the leg of like just a teenage girl just hit him, and his head just like basically just tore off.
Wow, what a bitch! Should have kicked him.
For real.
True.
I think
Maybe try harder.
Yeah.
Percy.
Percy. Yeah, that was her name.
Yeah.
No. Fuck off.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget. Damn Percy. She
The Percy incident.
Okay, here's a question. Have you guys...
Dude, what if it was like
What?
What?
it was like Charlie? It's like Charlie Brown with the football, but it's her kicking the guy's head off.
Do you think he went? When he got decapitated?
And the
No,
lure
I
is
think
his
we-
hat.
That should...
And the Lorax loses his hat?
Do you really think I said the Lorax?
Lorax is a
That
cat.
had to have been a sick ass hat if he was willing to risk getting his head fucking cut off to go get it.
I know, what the hell?
For real.
There's probably some lame shit. It was like a fucking like Zoo York hat or something.
Yankees cap.
Yeah, the Yankees cap. The worst hat ever. Dude, wait. I remember
Percy.
a few days ago.
You remember Percy?
Yeah, Percy. A few days ago, me and Emma at a flea market, and you have to pay. This was a weird flea market because you had to pay to get in. You had to pay like $2 a person to get in, and so we got in. And as we were shopping, this whole like Mexican family who like spoke like no English, just like we're like jumping the fences. Like it was like the dad came over and like he just like his little tiny like little son came like following him along with the daughter and like his wife. But the dad was like wearing like a New York Yankees hat, and it was making me chuckle because I think that's just such a funny hat to just wear,
Yeah. Like, do they even know what that is?
and let alone be like a 60-year-old like Spanish guy who just doesn't speak any English wearing it.
God.
Like
He's
dude,
still a
you're
fan.
just-
It's like
dude,
the
you're so
default hat.
old.
Default.
I think the default hat is just like a random one that just says like A on it.
A?
A.
Like Alvin
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Chipmunks?
Another thing was these kids. They were right by like this like flea market stand that had like a little like kids ATV, and the kid was on it. And the person running the booth was like, "Stop! No, no, no! That thing will turn on and go!" And like she was like screaming in this kid's face to get off, because like if you just pressed a button, he would like go flying on this ATV.
He should have gone.
He should have gone. It would be really funny. Like I really would have liked to see that.
That thing will go.
I hate people so.
That
I hate
snail
those
is
flea market comments.
fast!
Fuck off.
And then the comments.
What? That snail is fast.
That's what it
I've
sounded
never
like.
told
That's
the
fucked,
story
Reese.
of the kid who jerked off. During the
What?
I like that stems from that, but it is true. Do we want? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yo,
The kid that...
video.
No,
We had-
talk
we had
about
this-
it. Come
we
on
knew
now.
this kid-
Okay.
we knew
Talk
this
about
kid-
it.
We knew this kid in 5th grade, and you know how like sometimes whenever like a movie is playing in a class, all the class like they sort of get out their assigned seats and just sit with their friends, you know. And some kids just go to the back of the class. This kid, his name's Dominic. He went to the back of the class, and with his like friend Emilio, who like sniffed glue and passed out one time.
Yeah.
That's a different story. But while we were watching Turbo, I don't know exactly what he yelled, but this kid Emilio just yelled like, "Oh my god!" And cum was dripping down Dominic's leg because he kind of just jerked off in his pants during the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good job, bro.
And it was kind of a sight to see. I don't know, like I knew that kid like well into like middle school, and he was like really popular. So I don't know how that was like able to like fly.
He was
I don't
really
know how he
popular in
did it.
elementary too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he got away with that.
But yeah.
That's how he got popular. They were like, "Yo, you got a cum kid? You cum?
Yeah.
Cub kid.
Whenever I think of the idea of being a popular kid, I just think of the Darn Big Kid book where his mom is telling him that he'll be popular if he's just nice to people. And it's like the scenario where he's like, "Wow, Greg F, he's really nice."
Oh god. Yeah, that kid
I
Emilio.
wonder-
For a whole full day of school, or for like 3 hours of school, he was sitting at his desk sniffing glue. And then when he was called up to like answer a question, he stood up and then just face planted on the floor. It was pretty funny.
Fucking Christ. Freeze, it's a miracle you're like as normal as you are with how many fucking like freaks you went to school with.
I know.
Who does that?
I wish I was one of them.
Something I just thought about was the word faceplant's so funny because it just reminds me of like Rolfocopter and like those like 2010s words.
Faceplant.
Faceplant.
Makes
It's like
sense.
a legit word people use.
Butthurt.
Butthurt.
I hate that word.
I was on a plane yesterday, and one of the things
Woodpecker?
was woodpecker. Yeah, that was exactly it. In the airport, I was waiting for my plane, and I heard like this 5-year-old child scream, basically on the top of his lungs, "Your breath smells like a fart!"
That's fucked up.
And
Yo.
I tried so hard not to just like burst out laughing because that was the funniest thing ever to me at the time. And I was so lucky that I sat on my plane, and the kid happened to be in the seat right next to me. And throughout like the whole flight, he was doing his like Puss in Boots eyes because he really wanted a window seat, and I had it. And I just kept like giving him a little smirk, and I would go back to staring out my awesome window seat.
Fuck.
Window seats are the best.
For real.
It's because you can rest your head, so you don't have to like listen to bitch asses.
I gotta disagree.
You don't like window seats?
Well, I don't sleep on planes.
Listen, Freeze, you ever been on a flight for like 12 hours?
No.
That's when.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
That's how it is flying to Norway, because like, I remember though our one particular flight we had 2 back-to-back flights that totaled like 11 hours, and
Fucked
then
up.
like there was another one just from one city to another that was like 1. And during that last 1-hour flight, I was so dead inside that I just watched the flight map screen for the whole hour uninterrupted.
Oh my god.
God.
The longest flight I've been on was like 3 hours, probably.
The longest flight I've been on was like 7 hours.
I think I've been on one for like 13 hours.
Damn, for where? I don't know why I said it 3 times.
Oh,
but
where?
Just in case you didn't hear you the first 2 times.
It was probably because I lived in Washington State, and for like holidays and summers, I'd fly out to New York to see my folks.
That's
So
really
it'd be
13 hours?
I don't. Maybe
When I had
What kind of
the
layover you got?
Mm,
I don't think it's exactly 13, but it's a pretty long fucking time.
mm.
Florida to Washington State is 7 hours.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about reasonable.
That
But like,
I went
halfway-
2 different times back home, and it was like 7 hours every
I
time.
can't imagine being on a flight to like Japan and it's like fucking 20-hour
God,
flight.
yeah.
Oh,
12 hours uninterrupted.
Jesus. Yeah, I think 3 hours was my flight to Chicago, and I think that's the farthest I've gone. Maybe New York was also 3 hours. That's it, though.
New York.
3-hour flights are nothing.
Flying
True.
sucks.
Thanks.
Flying does
I like
suck.
it.
I
don't
think it's
like it.
fun. Traveling is fun, but planes are not the fun.
No.
Peculiar.
The fun part is when you take off and when you land and
Yeah.
everything else.
For some lickety-split reason, the rest of this episode was corrupted. But that is okay, because it only lasted about 5 more minutes. And we recorded this amazing ending. See you next Wednesday.
Alright, guys. This has been a fun podcast. We've had some goofs, we've had some laughs. But I think it's time to introduce our brand new segment. We have a goodbye song that we're all going to sing together. You guys don't know.
Avery, you want to take lead? It's crazy how we multiplied into 2 like.
Guys, we all know the lyrics. We all practice. We're all going to sing on 3, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Birthday, dear. Happy birthday, Billy Joel. What is the name? No, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here.